Welcome to Amherst Stadium in Jacksonville, Alabama. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Lakers and the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Lakers head coach. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Gamecocks offense to go on the attack first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Off the RPO, complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
The give on the inside. Turning it on!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, it's Hainsworth. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And now the Lakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And now the Lakers are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Looking downfield, it's Hainsworth. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Lakers. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running inside, it's Savage. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Savage. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to beat the D deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Lakers.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets the first down. Oh, what a move to get open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 45. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run inside. It's Savage. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying the run, it's Savage. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker here from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Hainsworth. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And now the Lakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hainsworth. Caught over the middle, it's Hicks. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And now the Lakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And now the Lakers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. On target. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Runs through a tackle. Might have a chance. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Makes the catch. It's Frederick. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. It's Hainsworth. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half.
Contenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at New Mexico State taking on the...
Kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Scanning the field. It's Hainsworth. Flips it out on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Gets open down the middle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
And the Gamecocks need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to run it. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights, it's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. things started on this drive from the 24. Back to pass, it's Haynesworth. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And now the Lakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone gets... to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in. Put it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end now in motion. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Doing it himself again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Using the quick game. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another Lakers score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Number 47, set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Gets the back moving. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback may change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. They'll move the tight end. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Haynesworth. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And now the Lakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Picks up the first down. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And now the Lakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Haynesworth. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. How about this? It's not over yet.
Number 89 with the And the score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And just wedges. Hit a bit before he's brought down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Lakers get a chance. Out the offense to open this drive. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, they got to move fast, and obviously you're going for this on fourth down, and you got to think about how many chunk plays I can get, move the sticks, get down the field. I got to get a score, Jesse, in this critical moment.
So start thinking about who are your best players and who needs to touch the football right now. Those are the plays that you need to be dialing up this situation of the game.
At the 45 on its way. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And now the Lakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might be calling a hot route.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's Hainsworth. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So